So if you watched the last video, I went over kind of how to adjust your finish to where it's you fix any type of scratches or anything like that that you may have. Whether it happened in shipping or you went the same route that I did, where you went on eBay and bought this hood or one of Vicrez's hoods they have like little scratches in them. Just minor repairs that you have to do. Just remember that the more you pay, the less fix it. So if you go on the lower spectrum, you might actually have to go on the lines of adding epoxy into it and then working it from there, which I wouldn't suggest. And the purpose of this video is to basically go over everything I did on how to get this installed. It sucked. So this hood was a giant disappointment. Fit, finish, the amount of added tweaking that I had to do in order to get it the way that it is right now. I'll kind of go into that in the video, but you might want to make sure that you watch that just so that if you're planning on doing this, that's what you have to deal with. Whether or not this is a one-off or whatever it is, I did get this hood for cheaper. But watching their other videos, this is a normal occurrence, and apparently that's just how you do it. It doesn't seem quite right to me. But anyways, yeah. Also, I'm going to kind of touch on the hood latch on this. I am running hood pins, and I will have a video for those as well, which affect no carbon pins. But I did do a modification to the latch because, well, I said it. You'll see. So, make sure you come in, give a like, and consider subscribing. Just likes and comments is what helps push my videos out to more people so that more people can see this and potentially, if that is not something they want to undertake, onto the video. We're going to get this thing installed on this vehicle. They're working past. Let's get into it. So just a little bit on removing your hood. So I've already removed the liner and I disconnected both those from the nozzles and then disconnected all of the clips that hold that line into place and marked them on the hood itself, that way so that I know where to, I guess, say remake them again. Side note, I also took off the little rubber seal part right there. Plan on putting that on the new hood as well. Probably a good idea to have a extra set of hands to remove this hood and probably put the other one on as well. But I'm gonna get some help, get this thing removed, and then we'll start making modifications for the nozzles to go onto the carbon fiber hood. So I'll be back in this in a bit. You can see that, so you can see the whole outline. I wound up actually filing this way a little bit in order to get it to fit, but that fits like it's OEM. Then I already got the hole drilled in there, so you want it to be big enough to where like this rubber part right here can go through. And then let me just kind of show you. And then, I haven't pulled this one apart yet, make it a mess. So that rubber part will go in through there. It'll poke through once that's dremeled out, and connect, push in. So pretty easy. For these, what I did was I used a small Dremel with a cutoff wheel, and then I drilled all 4 corners before I started cutting anything. And then I just reached in, grabbed the pliers, give it a little tug, pull it right out, and then clean it up with file. And just like that, the hood's in. So I have all of that hooked up. I got the latch in. One side note on the latch. I don't like the bolting on it. So you have to chop the bolts down just a little bit because they bottom out. It's actually kind of a crappy design, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I don't trust the latch one bit, and you probably shouldn't trust the latch on a carbon fiber hood anyways, or fiberglass. So if you notice, I have all these out of here. I was playing around with a little bit of manipulating it to where the front bumper was up a little bit. I'll play around with that a little more, but I'm going to get on to the next that you can find in the next video, which is some hood pins. OEM hood pins. So let's get this hood closed. I'm going to kind of show you something on this. Yeah. So there's your secondary latch. You actually have to push down quite a bit. They kind of showed that with the Vicrez video. Okay, so this hood latch was a pain in the butt. So you notice I'm not even using the regular bolts. That's because, well, I had to do a whole bunch of modification to it. So it actually has a backing plate now back there. And I have a little slit right there in order to push, you can kind of see it right there, to push the backing plate up to that point. That's what's holding this on. And let me just show you the reason why. So originally, the only thing that was behind there was this nut, two of these nuts, one per bolt. That nut, that's it, no washer, just a nut, just waiting to pull through. Get a bump, hood flies up, you're being cheap. Thought it was cool to run without pins. Your hood just went into your windshield. So, yeah. And basically, so all I did, slit right there, and you have just a plate that sits right there, made it thinner right there. I think it's quarter steel I picked up over at Home Depot. Just used this as my template and center punched, drilled, tapped for these bolts. So if you're running into this issue where you put a bolt in and it strips out, it just starts spinning like this one did, or because put a blind freaking bolt in there and just pack off the end of this to where you can't just stick the dang thing, the bolt all the way through.
I want to be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain,
Vicrez,
and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout,
so
fame, a disease, a plague, we all love to hate, have to play the game,
so another thing I wanted to kind of note, this one came with this, and it looks like it was cut out with, I don't know, a shark, a T-Rex. I don't know, the cut sucks. It's not really like glue that. Look at that, that's how it came, but it has like paint on it, so it's not really like, I don't know, they did this. This is, I think, Vicrez. But on a plus note to that, I'll be able to easily change this mesh out with the way that it is. But watching Vicrez's other videos, they said, "Oh, you gotta cut your holes for this." So I was expecting to cut my own holes, and I would prefer just cutting my holes. Don't cut my holes, because this method, it's gonna go directly into my engine. So not a big deal, but I'm gonna have filters. I'm gonna change out all the time. I'm gonna be cleaning everything.
Stay away from those who are
That's gonna
toxic.
get
Keep
all
them out your face, no way, you
crap.
don't want them. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is
just
everything.
side
It's
note,
mentally,
I'm wondering
unhealthily.
there's supposed to be holes over here with the other setup, and I don't really care for the fact that like it can go through here. So I'm gonna get air that's gonna kind of trap through there and have nowhere to go, and so I might actually wind up doing something over there. But what's the purpose of air going right there? Whatever. It is what it is.
Video that you're going to be seeing next is for these hood pins. Just it's a necessity thing. Yes, they're an eyesore. Some people classify them as an eyesore, but it's a safety feature that you need to have if you're running a fiberglass or a carbon fiber hood. I know they build them different, but as you kind of see with this, I don't think they really build them different. You suck. Anyways, watch out for the next video. I'm going to get these hood pins installed on this car, going basically verbatim for the directions on how they were installed. But I'm going to add a couple little twists that's going to make it easier. And you can also use this if you were to, I don't know, be adding in like the quick push pins. So watch out for that next one. Have a good one.